basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. You look at the Knicks. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. George is out there with Clarkson, and it's George in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. MP out there with Doncic, and it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. Stan, when you were faced with back-to-back games, did that factor into your game planning at all?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, it factored into what we did in preparation. You know, practice the day before the back-to-back set. But I was a one-game-at-a-time guy, and whatever it took to win that night was what we were going to do, and then we'd worry about the second game when that one was over.
MP, no good. Doncic against George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he sinks the second. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you'd better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Now George, following the three-point attempt by MP. Shot by Collins, no good. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Doncic kicks to MP. Fires from deep. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Now, here's Clarkson. He had 15 points last outing. Outside Collins. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And here's George for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And Cole kicks to LeBron. Fires for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
George passes to George. Here's Collins. Left side, George. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. Back to Clarkson. Second shot opportunity. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, looking for that point-blank opportunity. Clarkson wanted the highest percentage shot possible.
MP deciding where to go with it. There's the triple. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Collins. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. From deep, George. Robinson pulls it in. And so it's Cole who brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
Now, here's LeBron. Against Indiana, he was really on his game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
1:32 left to play here in the first. Pass to Collins. The three. No good there.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The three from MP. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
1:06 left in the first. George against Doncic. Pass to Collins. Clarkson surveying the floor. That's screen on MP. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now, MP. After LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the three, and that's good. MP for 3. Cole's got 18 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
LeBron against George. Casuar's screen on LeBron to stop the drought. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Colin Sexton. Also Collier out there. Filipowski's out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Pacers really lit up the floor. He had 56 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
From past the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Here's Collier. No scoring in this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Now, here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Hendricks. The open look here for Sexton. The Jazz with another miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The three from MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Sexton against MP. To the inside, Filipowski. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
A team player through and through. Get open, and Sexton will send the ball your way.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Shot's good by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 6 in the quarter.
Clarkson scans the floor and is able to see the widest opening they have.
Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers leading by 23. And it's Goodwin in the corner. This one for 3. No good. Shot missing. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Here's George. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. Collins finds George. Back to Collins from the arc. The Jazz again can't hit it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's MP for 3. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 36.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
The 3 from George. Rebounded by the Lakers. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clarkson for three. A rebound by the Lakers. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
And here's George. Following the three-pointer by MP. And once again, off the mark by Utah. In the corner, it's James. No good on the three. Here's George, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
MP has been leading the charge for the Lakers. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. And we'll be right back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
This upcoming slate is a gut check for them. Good teams level up against good opponents. Bad teams crumble.
Either way, Shaq, I think this is a chance for them to improve, which often happens when you're exposed.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Jazz.
Where's the perimeter, D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you might be able to guard the perimeter better right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's take a step back.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
The Jazz shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. MP out there with Doncic, and it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. James finds MP. Back to LeBron. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Cole's got 4 assists in the game. LeBron's got 12 points on 4 three-pointers tonight, shooting 62% from outside on 7 attempts. Here's Collins. Clarkson outside. Launches it. Robinson pulls it in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's MP for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Outside Collins. Jazz passing it around. Shots good by Clarkson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And finished off by Robinson.
chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Clarkson outside. Pass to Kessler. Now, here is George. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Clarkson missing again.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
The 3 from MP. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Outside Collins. Puts up a 3. And Clarkson gets it to go on the assist by Collins. Clarkson's got 10 points in the game.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Cole finds Doncic. On the wing, James. Rebounded by the Jazz.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Clarkson. Lets it go from deep. The shot will not fall.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
The 3 from MP. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
George looking over the floor to the middle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
On the attack, Jordan Clarkson.
Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. On the wing, James. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 5 here tonight. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Clarkson outside. It's George on the wing. Pass to Clarkson. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, the handles from Jordan Clarkson.
The 3 from MP. And no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Well, John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity, and he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
Utah has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. It's George on the wing, covered by LeBron. Pass to George. To the paint, looking for George. He gets it there. Outside for George. They get the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And that one's good. MP.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Kessler passes to George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Collins, a screen on Doncic. George, no good. And here is MP. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, able to put on a show for the ages. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
The Lakers making a change here. Cole's checked in. A different look for Utah. "56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one."
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
Taking a look at the Jazz. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. George is out there with Clarkson, and it's George in at the 3, the small forward. Now George. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control operating